Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the last episode we continued our search in the jungle and we find some Eldar and we make a deal with them. They were a bit sketchy because they didn't answer Iria's question about Slanesh, but we agreed on that we will take out the governor, who is probably a chaos worshipper, and the Eldar will not exactly rule over the world, but they could pull some strings from the shadows. Also, we went to this cogitator and we learned a few things about caches in our other systems, which we will explore. Also, I would like to thank you the support to my channel. You are awesome guys, I really appreciating it. And now all is left to get down to the planet and remove the governor. Yes, I want this team. No, maybe... I like Cassia's ability, but so that she can order around people, but Idira is a more damage dealer. Let's bring Idira because in the last episode I make a promise that we will take her, and maybe she will have some premonitions about what we are walking into. And we can also can level her up. And we also know there are some secret chambers inside the palace, and I'm sure that's the spot where sacrifice is made to Slanesh, because we know a lot of people had disappeared from villages. Okay, let's level up Idira. Her defense is based on dodge, so let's increase agility. Yeah, and she's got that one. Okay, where is the entrance to the palace? It's the gate. Who is this Attilius queen? The stubman wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on data slate when he's quietly wearing mechanical arms fill a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferently bows. The light in the eyes of the servo screw hovering over his right shoulder gently pulsate. Your Lordship, what an honor is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Attilius Queen, Prefectus of the Officicu Agricultae. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. Sorry. What do you think of Vistenza Viat? The governor is a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but I may speak plainly. A lady who fills out paperwork with such fineness cannot be a bad person in my view. What do you know about the attack on the estate? A disgraceful incident, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare to come so close and to drag the nobility into this as well. If they penetrated the estate, that means they had help from some worthless servant or other. Security is currently questioning the survivors, but the culprit has not been found yet. No, I don't want to do that. What do you have to say about the governor's helper, Iliad? Attilus looks askance at Iliad and offers a strange smile. A highly exceptional individual. After today's regretful event, I am beginning to hold her talents in particular esteem. Verily, even mutants who have seen the light of the God Emperor can faithfully serve his flock. Moreover, Iliad's practical abilities could be an interesting subject of study for the Magos biologists. That elongated head shape, those eyes, judging by the scroll that was given to me to send on footfall, such developmental anomalies on Janus are not a quirk of nature but some kind of inheritable trait. Iliad freezes completely, turning into a living statue. What did you say? Oh, madam, have my words upset you? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make a pretty press paper out of his remains. And besides, I could be wrong about the nature of his origins. What school are you talking about? A most remarkable and I must say a true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging in a nearby container, Attilus draws out a parcel which he immediately unwraps. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances I doubt I will be able to send it to footfall anytime soon. Juliet stares at the school in silence. You can see her jaw working under her delicate skin. After a few seconds, she abruptly turns away. The text priest Mechatenders reached toward Attilus with interest, seeming to unnerve him a little. Safety and equipment on a decent level. It's a pity it is empty inside. It could have become a proper servo school herald for the rogue trader. Unorthodox. No, we don't do that to Iriel. Remove it from my sight. Oh yes, of course. Attilus hurriedly returns the scroll to the container. Okay, I must take my leave. Look forward to meeting you again, your lordship. Well, maybe you won't look forward to meeting again. After we kill the governor.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
But I'm curious how the governor intends to defend herself. Or maybe she won't, she just send the guards on us. Yeah, I think probably she will do that. Of course, we don't have any hard evidence. The door guard was obsequiously. Lord Von Valancius, we are most delighted to welcome you as our guest. Your lordship prefer to speak the governor alone or with your entourage? My entourage will accompany me in my meeting in the governor. Does she have a refactor field now? Greetings, your lordship. How may I be of assistance? You neglected to mention the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. Magos Winzarex is a very wise man, but his fixation on evolutionary processes seems a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, and mountains raised across half of the planet. It is not surprised that we are still noticing the consequence of those changes. It's possible that the plant mutations are connected to waste runoff from the harvesting equipment, and the changes in wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of the cultivated area. Vistanza shakes her head with a laugh. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Janus, this plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Viad bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. Yeah, but I feel it's a little bit odd that they noticed just in the last couple of years, maybe a couple of months. Slanting look at Pascal, Idira, Rima exactly. Looks like the sciences aren't only the preserve of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Doesn't that infringe on the authority of this team, Magos? This statement is true, but who do you suppose were her teachers? The Adeptus Mechanicus. All knowledge flows from us. Rumors, even for an ugly word in the back of this is real. What do you do? Okay, that's not what I want to ask. Rumors have reached me about oddities among Janus population. I don't deny it, some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently one of the noble families of Janus has taken on a difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, it has involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in monitored settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers side effects. The specialist of the Gravas family would be better placed to inform you on this topic, but alas, they are currently engaged in the field. The tech priest mentioned ancient ruins belonging to Xenos. I know to what you are referring, strange structures of an unknown material. For the prevention of any unfortunate accidents, I order the area to be declared out of bounds for all. Something has better left under a thick layer of dirt beyond the grass, even the enlightened minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You are forcing settlements to pay their tithes in human bodies. What? Really, Trakan, you speak as if you actually believe the claims of those wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay the tithes in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlement which has suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving enriched food, and I am gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable of work or further study. Some among my circle would call such concern for the underclass a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rebel. I must take my leave. I want to look around the palace a little bit more before we confronting her. Maybe we can find...
Is there money to be made?
Those secret chambers that the servant told us about.
I always keep my options open.
No, nothing here. check this side. Okay. Then we will go back and face her. Greetings, your lordship. How may I be of assistance? I found the rebel's nest with Stanza. Have you really, your lordship, and what have you learned? Let's not waste time on meaningless chatter, Vistenza. You are a servant of the archenemy. Vistenza gasped in astonishment. What? No! You have woven your web of deceit in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Rakan has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Lilithan, walked amidst the decay that you walked to the maidenward. Enough of your lies, chaos wretch. Yirilat, Vistenza exclaims breathlessly, how dare you, you filthy vermin. I will have you prayed for that outburst. Your lordship, what is going on? It is beneath the dignity of a governor to scream so pathetically, Vistenza. Vistenza wrinkles her nose. I say this with infinite respect, your lordship, but your insolence is beginning to try even my patience. You dare to lie to me, Vistenza? Vistenza clenches her teeth so hard you hear a crack. I, daughter of Posiad, governor of Janus and citizen of the Imperium, serve no other than the Emperor and the Valancius dynasty. And what are you accusing me of is merely a tool at my disposal, a tool that I have the power and courage to use. Do you think ordinary methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No, my family struggled for decades to subdue Janus once and for all, and it was all in vain. But loyal servants of those families who have resided on Janus for centuries helped me to unlock a new source of power. Ancient knowledge secretly passed down from generations to generation, accessible to a select few, and which grants power over nature itself. How could I reject it? How could I undo all the work of my predecessors who were entrusted with Janus, who faithfully served the Von Valancius dynasty, and who, with a madman's obsessiveness, hewed this rock into a stunning diamond? 2 days spent among the initiated was enough for me to start hearing the voices of angels in my ears. Angels who gifted me the keys to conquering this world. And before you offend my ears with more accusations or moral admonitions, remember who has dutifully served your dynasty all these years. Remember who has devoted her life to turning Janus into a primary source of wealth in your protectorate. Remember to whom your predecessor entrusted one of her most valuable words without a fear of treachery and conspiracy. Without me, without my service, my sacrifice, Janus would be nothing. Vaxal walks amidst a pensive haze. Behold, proof of why knowledge must remain in the hands of the worthy. Many lay people are capable of possessing it, but a wise mind that is not bound by oaths of obedience to the Messiah is vulnerable to corruption and free thinking, even more vulnerable than the mind of an ignorant commoner. What more proof do you need, Elentak? The monkey has confessed to her handiwork. Hmm. Okay, they served a long time, so let's try this. You are not saving Janus or improving it, Vistenza. You are destroying this world with your own hands. Vistenza's eyes narrow. Forgive me for what I'm about to say, your lordship, but you are lying. I am not blind. I can see how Janus is changing, how it is becoming tamer, more submissive to the will of humanity. I think we will go with this one because that's our creed or path. The will of humanity or the will of the ruinous powers. Vistenza, you are a strong ruler with exceptional aptitude and a talent for making people see things only as you wish. Have you never considered the possibility that someone could do the same to you? Okay. She wasn't the cultist follower. Vistenza falls silent and then cries out suddenly, falling to her knees. You see a bloody stain sweeping along her back. So they were still loyal. The companion behind Vistenza brandished a curved blade. Traitor! The prince saw your treachery. You can die along with the traitor Vistenza. Okay, that fireplace trick is classic. And now we need to find a way to get after them. But I think we have to leave this room and
keep your wits about you.
No, we cannot enter. And these guys... Where is the door servant? What was that? I didn't receive any orders.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Oh!
Just as I planned.
That's nice. It's immediately we see a cage.
Let us not dawdle.
I'm a bit surprised that it is empty.
Hey, what's that?
I tell you what it is. It's a trap. Okay, hopefully that will be
The Emperor
demolitions.
sets my path.
Bolt pistol. Yep,
Pay
demolitions.
attention. Blessed be the road that we take.
War.
You interrupted my thoughts.
Who has the highest lore in the war? 50. Apparently we do have the highest.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
I'm so glad you didn't step on it.
That's how it's done.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Oh, paintings. It is some kind of saint.
I always get the job done.
Shackles. Nice. Yeah, I expected something like this. Yeah, it's definitely Slanesh.
Would you look at that?
With a little bit of concern, but I will look at that. Okay, this is something that we can equip when we need it. That's good to know. So let's look around. I'm sure if we are moving to the other side, there will be a fight.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Is that a picture of Slanesh? Or no, it's just a random demonette. It's also demonette. Maybe
I always have a backup plan.
maybe we should go from this way. Oh, that's fun. We will slaughter everyone in here, and these guys will just sit there and watch it. And maybe they do things. Maybe they have a great enjoyment watching the slaughter.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Cease and repent!
Well, he's got a good sword. Oh, there's someone as well. Then move Idira out of the way and put Idira there. Abelard is also noble, so we can kill them. Or maybe Pascal will take care of them. And Idira moves there, and the good sister, let's put her there. Can we? No, we cannot see the demonette, but we see that guy. Secret Chambers guard. Okay. Let's put not an exploit. We can put exploit on him later. Exploit. And let's do a free shot. And I think we can shot him again
If it
because
serves your cause.
he's got a lot of wounds left.
I've suffered worse.
F your stun grenades. And he's got a bolter. Okay, if she starts someone a demonette in every turn, that won't be a fun experience.
God Emperor, move through me.
So
Be
how
the
about
fire in my heart.
trying to kill him?
I'll do it.
And also spreading out a little bit.
Rejoice in battle.
Oh, we can shoot the Maiden of Honor. The Maid of Honor. Can we reach her with the Malta? No, that's too close. But we might kill the corrupted noble. And what's that? Ah, it's an area attack. Let's use a simple...
Faith without deeds is worthless. I will endure.
Temporary setback.
Okay.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Let's do that.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
That was a nice shot. And let's improve our weapons.
My vow is to serve.
And we can shoot again.
Request approved.
Okay. We have a line of sight on the Maid of Honor. We'll select her a spray. We put
I'll make it happen.
an exploit on her. We use this
On it.
thing. And I want that 15 ballistic skill and
It's
a
as good as
surefire
done.
plan. The hitting chance is too low. We could hit her really hard, but there are too many enemies here. We can make the most damage there. So let's shoot at him. No, shoot at him, maybe the over penetration will hit.
Best defense is a good offense.
And the wheel now is pretty fucked up. You know what? No, because more stuff can get here.
Not this Squire's job. On it.
And shoot that noble in the back.
But of course. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
At least that frees up Argenta. Thunderslam.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
It will be done.
Yeah, she's like being hit.
Indeed.
She doesn't shoot the guy. We cannot see her. How about taking care of that demonette?
I am not your Janus pet, monkey.
I didn't say that you are. No, we want the normal attack.
This tedium is beneath me.
To the brink of agony.
I understand your intent. I am not your Janus pet, monkey.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Okay. We had to take down that Maiden of Honor because we will be swarmed in demonettes.
Guided by faith.
Okay. And what this reversal Tyranny Archmage is an attack that is of a different type. Okay. That has more status, but Archmage and deals additional damage whichever is high. So we have to have 4 of that. Okay, we shoot with the Melta last turn, so switch to the Bolter. And use Burst Fire. And we can use the devastating attack.
I'll do it.
Call to me.
There.
The Omnissiah knows, comprehends.
Abelard, you're in the way. But we will heal you. Or Can do that. Abelard can take it, it's not too much damage.
Loss in our ranks.
What? How? What just happened with Idira?
Scriptural prognosis is running binaric override.
I don't know what happened with Irida, how she broken ribs, but how? Can't move out there, unfortunately. Let's change to the shotgun.
I'll see to it personally. Who, if not me? I'll
Let's
see
select
to it
the
personally.
demon of spray. Use the
It's as
exposed
good as
weakness.
done.
That was a superb shot.
Injured. I'm enraged.
Alright, Abelard, let's... No. I want to push her away. But we cannot charge. But we can if we risk one. We can risk one attack of opportunity. And let's move there so we can charge the demonette.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
Let's put an not exposure, something like that, an opening.
If it serves your cause, another soul slips beyond the veil.
Suffering.
This tedium is beneath me.
Oh, nice, nice damage.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Yeah, she keeps summoning stuff.
You enjoy that?
Well, Argento had to take a hit. I almost set for the greater good.
is for the weak.
Let's use run
I'll
and
do
gun.
it.
And just move.
The enemies
back.
of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without fear is worthless.
Oh, nice, and she's prone. Maybe that will prevent her for summoning more stuff. And
I refuse. I'll do it.
let's move there, because if we stay there, demonettes can box us in.
Relics are failing.
All right, Pascal.
Requests approved.
Now you go there.
Running binary functions successfully terminated.
Nice.
Request approved.
Make his attacks less good. Okay. Let's switch to back to sniping. And now we have and it is a prey for us. Is she? Yes. She's our prey.
On it.
So let's use in the piercing shot. What was the chances? The chances are real good. So let's put an exploit. And use the
I'll
surefire
make it
plan
happen.
for increased damage.
Who if not me?
And I wanted to say, oh, please don't miss the shot. And you just did that. Okay, Abelar, please. Let's start with this.
I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
Oh, it went the other way around. I wanted it. What does this do? For one of and their license for each other type taken by.
It will
Okay.
be done.
That was the time for that. Nice, and now you cannot move. But you can shoot at her. Let's put an opening.
I understand your intent.
Because if we finish her off,
I am not
please
your
don't
Xena
miss.
peasant.
Okay. Let's do a free shot.
If I must.
And let's nominate him for another one.
This sacrifice will forge our way to victory.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Nice.
Never stood a chance.
Iriat lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of her face in a fluid motion and looks at you. You have done your duty, Alantak. From now on, the Lilitan has hope for the future. A future without Saelantrash and her followers. This verse has yet to be cleansed, but there is a time for everything. Nice time to thank you. Iriat bows her head slightly. So the heretic is dead. Now what? There's no doubt that our visit has stirred up the inhabitants of this place, but it's unlikely that their devotion to she who serves will outweigh the fear of your authority. Whatever is based on in your society, you have nothing to fear. She turns her gaze on you. What about you, Alantak? Will you return to the skies, to the blackness amidst the stars, to seek way through the gloom and tread the paths of more and more new worlds? Will we ever meet again? I hear yearning in your words. Why don't you come with me on my travels? I could use a good markswoman. Iriat straightens up her full height. Go with you? She purses her lips, considering something. Perhaps that way I could search for traces of my kin who survived the destruction of our world, or even find out the cause of their deaths. Well, I thought we already agreed on that. Yeah, tracking down your kin, and also there will be somebody on the ship who scares the crap out of everyone even more than I do. Or Cassia. Let's not forget about her. Well, Alantak, since you were will supersede human laws on Xenos, and I will face no reprisal while I am by your side, I accept your offer. Oh, let's collect the loot. Autoguns. Oh, those were just autoguns. Lower warp mines. Okay, we can use that sparingly. Goods. Provisions. Okay. Of course the demons has no equipment, but there are more things to collect here.
I always keep my options open.
Yep, we had a bolter here. Okay, there are some goods. More provisions. It's not the most valuable. Oh, and there's more to this place.
I sense something nearby.
Okay, what kind of trap is this? Yes, it's demolitions.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Okay, in a way, she's batshit crazy.
Duty prevails.
But she's an excellent soldier, so...
Just as I planned.
Nobleborn mantle. While in combat, the wearer of his cloak gains a bonus to fellowship whenever there are no enemies in a 4-cell radius. Oh, that would be perfect for Cassia. Power grips. Grants +10 strengths. We can use that if we face a skill test. There's still something in here. Okay, and now we have collected everything.
Is there money to be made?
There's always money to be made, my friend. Alright. And this is the exit.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Utterly screamed. The secretary is shaking in terror, looking around the devastation. Your lordship, what happened? Where is Lady Viat? The secretary stares at Irelet in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out a single word. Vistenza Viat has tragically perished at the hands of perfidous traitors to the Imperium who infiltrated her inner circle. She must be avenged, hunt down and execute the conspirators. Yeah, I think she wasn't the leader of the cult. She was used as a tool. The governor, killed by heretics, the secretary makes a protective sign over himself. God Emperor, protect us. We soon root out those responsible. The secretary begins to speak, but thinks better of it, instead choosing to step aside and bow his head as you pass. Okay. So someone will look into the heresy and the cultists. But what about the shipment to Footfall? I don't recall we organized it. We'll have to check the status of that quest in our journal. I wanted to say quest log, but I realized the proper name was journal. So I wish that would remain closed. So these are contracts, no rumors. Tomorrow the voice station in the Langness, but according to numerous testimonies, is serving the base of a band of pirates who are about dealing with Xenos. Oh, we have a lot of things. Oh, we can remove completed. Alright, so the rumors are also quests. Hunger's Hand. Supply food with provisions. Amdigor, yes. For is expecting several provisions. If the situation is not remanded soon, a dramatic fall in the station's popularity is likely. Maybe we have to go back to the new rulers. So let's return to the
Rise
void
to
ship.
the top or get left in the dust.
Oh, I see. We now have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the Liege of Footfall, Paladin Tokara, can now be fulfilled should the Rogue Trader so desire. Send provisions to Footfall, giving its inhabitants new hope and asserting the right to rule over the station. Oh, hell yeah. The inhabitants of Footfall Station will praise the Rogue Trader who spared them the painful choice between starvation and succumbing to the reign of Insidia Corda. To welcome the new Rogue Trader, the Aptus Manicus Planetary Office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macro-combines, ancient machines whose carcasses had been found on Janus and carefully restored. The sacred Steel Titans serve the Von Valancius dynasty. Okay, this means... Oh! We can do something here. Tears of Repentance. All creatures that enter the area of effect created by this grenade must pass darkness. Oh, that's what we get. And this will be replenishing. It will increase security, chemicals, and provisions. Starblight. And this will increase profit factor as well. This won't increase profit factor, but this will. And Xenotech. No, I don't need, but the efficiency affects the amount of resources produced by the clone, increasing by 10% for each point of efficiency. So these are I don't know if I want this. A Starblight. Oh, it's a Dark Eldar weapon. Okay, then we don't really need that. However, the plus profit affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects in the colony, increasing and decreasing them by 10% on each point of competence respectively. Let's do this because this will generate grenades to us and it will number of substances, yeah, and it will produce chemicals and provisions. That's the word I was looking for. And since we are already here, Lord Captain, there is a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Winterscale dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the ascetic Nicodemus Kepas, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims, revering Sepas' rival Philopomenes of Malpi, claimed Sepas to be a thief who had stolen the relics of Saint Cognatius and disturbed the sacrament of his resting place and to sate his greed. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and the desecration of an ascetic's burial site. Who is this Nicomedes and Philophones? What is the issue here? Saint Nicomedes Capellas is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Fallstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Creed, but his most famous feat was his search for the burial site of the legendary preacher Saint Cognitatus, who conquered the expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind scores of relics. Sepas was able to track down some of those relics. The order was named after the power hammer of Saint Cognatius, Pius Charge. Philomenes of Malip is a priest from the Winter Scale domain. He preached in the same times as Nicodemus Sepas and denounced him for the false veneration of Saint Cognatius. He believed that Cognatius preached the incomprehensibility of highest wisdom to the people, and that any attempts to learn it would only lead to heresy. He called the search for Saint Cognatius' burial as blasphemy and the collection of relics looting and soliciting. In his opinion, the sacred objects should not be congregated in one place, but should find haven across the many worlds. The relics are power, and their aggregation gives way to pride. Okay, what say my advisors? By coming to a foreign realm, the Malipans are demonstrating their insolence. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of Saint Cognatius and to learn the ways of Saint Sepas. In this way, they would be used for returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer would be satisfied with a just verdict. There was a similar case of belief dispute at the 5th Opalian Cathedral, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teaching if they lost. I propose to invoke the Cathedral's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. They believe that their faith is superior, then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive it, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of the Hammer does not accept their arguments, it would be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of Saint Cognatius if they prove it with their own blood and pain. I think Henrik is right, because they arrived at the planet as refugees. We come to the conclusion when we let them stay, even that they had a battle with the cathedral there. But I think they are starting to outlive their welcome on the planet. Hendrix is right, let us send the most zealous one on a repentant pilgrimage to retrieve the relics. They will not cause us any more trouble. Several thousands of refugees have been sent to a pilgrimage of penance to search for the relics of Saint Cognatius. Many believe that it was just a way to get rid of these inconvenient people. The Order of the Hammer thanked the Lord Captain for their protection and staying true to their agreements. Oh, I see. Every time we complete a project, there will be some kind of event. No, I don't think that would happen. And this means we will lose 20 profit factor. I don't want to do that. Those alliance of a pirate faction from Cronus expands. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to lose 20 profit factor right now, because I want to go back to Footfall and buy. So let's leave. Let's not decide on that yet. Let's get back to Furibundus, to Footfall. Can we directly go there? No, we cannot. We have to go here first. I can deal with an unsafe route. I will try to save these points for these red ones. The tranquility of the war jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel, the sound of nails scratching against the hull, and the elongated elder-like shadows rushing about the long passageways. The phenomena were most prominent in the far corner of the office deck, where the new Lord Captain's companion named Iriad had met her home. The ship left the hostile Immaterium and returned to real space. Okay, let's visit this world because we have Pallas still there. No. Okay, let's get moving. Is unsafe. My apologies, Lord Captain. The Apostle report that your pet Eldar is in a foul mood and is moving toward the captain's beach. We didn't dare to stop her, but I expect that you have a difficult conversation ahead of you. Whoa, what's the matter? I'm curious why she is so angry and risking her soul at who she who serves. I like that chair.
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantar.
Iriad quietly appears beside the throne. Exhaustion and anger set upon her brow.
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures? And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted... Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Was that Joya? Lol, okay, that's a really hard answer. Were you truly so offended by it?
Try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
I'm curious who was that. Well, I would say that in a teasing manner, but she's furious enough. Okay, we have harder stuff down here. The temptation is really there. But we were a crime lord and she's fretting about nothing. Well, she had... this is a more welcome she had that Cassia had. Okay, let's go for the more tamed one, so I don't have a chance either then.
I have given you a chance by traveling with you, Elantark. If you were having other thoughts about me, cast them out of your mind.
Okay. I understand that this incident was unpleasant for you, but it does not mean that all humans are animals.
No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws. Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
I don't think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden, and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
You are a Janus, a strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown. For the unknown is the most frightening thing of all.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
Well, but you also wanted to preserve... If you had the choice, you would have preserved your craft world. So sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elentak, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
Okay, but they push that pretty far. The emotions and the pleasures, and Slanesh is the outcome. So if you do it, and now they are all stoic and has no emotion at all, just logic, and they turn to the other side of the spectrum. And not to mention all that all Eldar has some kind of psychic connection to the warp, and humans doesn't have that. That's my thoughts on it. All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elentak, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind.
She just breathes out heavily, trying to maintain her composure.
Our conversation has only proved my point, Elentak. That Monkey and the children of Azurian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
And what do you see in the world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer? I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed. When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
Okay, and I have to say, they write the Eldar exceptionally well. Okay, let's talk to Joya, because she had the hot
May the
spot.
Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored with our little talk, Sheri?
She had the host for Argenta, and maybe
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
she was the one who approached Iliad. For the time being, I think she was the one. Because she comes to... no, that's not the correct word. She used to Xenos. Those blessings. Let's go there first. From where do you source the components you sell? Are you asking me to disclose our suppliers to you? Prophas logs early. Well, frankly, they come from both everywhere and nowhere. We get our wares either from lucky voidsmen who stumble upon an abandoned or dilapidated ship somewhere in the neighboring system, or from unlucky ones whose sorry Tabar eyes on foot fall in such a state that it's easier to take her apart than to restore her. Let's check the components and let's try to raise the reputation with them. No suitable cargo. What do you mean by that? I thought the ship we destroyed were yielded cargo for this. Damn. All right. We already have a melter gun. So let's start in the dock. This team is fine. Ah, there we are. I want to make a trade deal. Yes, this is what I buy, because we will need that in the future. A heavy plasma gun. What's it compared to a plasma pistol? 913. 1823. 50% armor penetration, 30. Yeah, that's the gun we really want to have with the Magos. But this plasma pistol also would be an improvement. These gloves allow the viewer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon steel. Give me that. And the machine right set as well. Let's throw in Mechanicus Creations. I want to use the... Let's use the holy gifts here. But we have... Oh, we don't have enough. I see. Let's use some armor kits and range weapons to increase. We're almost there, the next level. Okay, we need the level 6 for the plasma pistol. So let's... That's... We don't even need melee weapons. Okay, we have heretic trophies for them. They don't interested in Xeno artifact. What the hell? Let's put some holy glyphs in. Oh, we have a lot of things. We have also heretic trophies. Armor kit. Armor kit. Range weapons. Trade. We need a little bit more. Okay, we are there. So we can buy this gun. Before we forget, we quickly change his gun. Okay, so this is the better one. All right. Does allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon. That's too good to pass on. And we have a sniper gloves. No. Well, we will find someone for that. What's that? Saint Cognatus relic. Wielder gains 5 chance to reduce incoming war damage by half for each point of deflection. We don't have any deflection. No one seems to, he has 1 point of deflection. And let's put the ring on him for now. Okay, now let's check.
I always have a backup plan.
Let's go to the rest of Food 4 and we should get inside the Amasecus. Or first the atrium, let's check on the preacher and see what kind of stuff he can offer us. Because we already got a Meltagun. Of course, I know the Meltagun that the preacher has. The Hieronymus Doloroso has. That's a better version, no doubt. But we cannot max out every faction, so. So I might drop that. And also we should speak the liege here. He also has some stuff to sell, and maybe he will thanking us for the food. Hieronymus Doloroso. The Emperor protects. Hearing was double something I fixed on Iriad. I know not why his voice vested to protect the Imperium's borders from the intrusion of the enemies of humanity, who would see fit to keep an ungodly Xeno in their retinue. But I say to you, repent, young von Valancius, and pray to the Emperor for forgiveness, for your soul has forever been stained with the taint of an outsider. There can be no virtue in that which is contrary to his divine will. Irat is busy studying the local architecture. It would seem that she finds Footfall's bustle far more interesting than hearing his words. But let's just trade. Oh, we have a heavy bolter here. And it can single shot. And a good armor. Never hits an enemy in melee range, the Weir's nearest ally gains temporary wounds. And it's just the nearest. This Thunderhammer deals plus 3 damage and grants a plus 10% stacking chance to stun an enemy for 1 turn for each point of the enemy's deflection. Successful toughness reduces the test negates this effect. It's fine, the heavy bolter is... but I think this is a normal heavy bolter, we can find one. This trinket looks promising, but it's just one and we don't really need that right now. Bulk of reproduction, the wearer gains 15% bonus damage against enemies that deal damage to the wearer in this round. Okay, now I don't feel I really have to do business with him. So let's rush to the palace. And check on the situation. Of the food supplies. And your lordship, the first ship from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine or the predatory interests of the Chordo dynasty. I'm glad I found such a generous and reliable patron. Naturally, your protectorate can count on Fruitful offering the special consideration I promised you before. Let's go down to business. Precise bolter. Now that's more interesting. If the wearer inflicts the bleeding, burning, or toxic effect on the target, this target gets an additional plus 2 stacks of this effect. Fusion gun. Vortex pendant. The wearer gains plus 4 willpower each time their abilities affect an ally. This effect remains until the end of the combat. Stacks. Wow. That would be very devastating on Cassia. Bane of Sorrow. But we already have the Bane of Sorrow. No, it's the Warden and Portent. Oh boy. We want this rifle. Like really, really bad. Okay. And that means we can have all these other stuff. Like the storm bolter. A circle gauntlets, dauntless grant of Vera plus 10 chance bonus to critical hit chance. This bonus doubles if the wearer hasn't moved during their turn. Okay, I need reputation with them. At least we ruled out. Let's check the reputation. Maybe this. Yes. So we ruled out the reputation with the Drusians. We don't need that. The Kasbalika mission is interesting. And the Imperial Navy requires other type of cargo, so this not competing with these four. And we should check on the Fellowship of the Void. In the Amasekus. Warehouse. Okay, we have to move the rest of Footfall. Because the Amasekus is in the Shadow Quarters. Or we could have moved right into the Amasekus, because that's the Martyrs something. Oh well, we just turn around and leave the Shadow Quarters and jump right into the Amasekus. That's great that that place has two names. But maybe there are some hidden things there that we should explore. We check the map for the ship. Once we get there. Come on. Martyr's Endurance. Now we can get something strong. Because the first ship have arrived with provisions. Okay, I think
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
this is the place we want to go. No, that was the... Okay.
Is there money to be made?
We go to Rizza. Who are these boys you work with? Rizza always her booming raspy voice. You heard about how the clipper Saint Cognatus got hit recently? The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value taken. Well, that was my boy's handiwork. We call ourselves the Fellowship of the Void, an association of enterprising, like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of the possessions that are weighing them down. You notice Avelar's face twist in disgust. It would seem he has a rather strong opinion on the individuals whom Riza refers as the Fellowship of the Void. Pirates, in other words. Riza plasters a shocked expression on her face. Please no need to be so crude. Your esteemed self, Duna Dap, is aware of that Hieronymus preaches that asceticism is a virtue and that only by rejecting material wealth can we ascend in faith. Well, I couldn't agree more. We are merely helping the servants of the Imperium to be a little more like Hieronymus and taking a small commission for our trouble. Let me see what you have to offer. The wearer can move without provoking attacks of opportunity as long as they have less than 50% wounds left. They don't have so many things that is useful, so I think we narrowed down that we need to appease or trade with the explorators and the Casbali Commission. So let's put our cargo into the Casbali Commission, and maybe if we have something left that neither of them interested, we can put it in the mission.
I always keep my
Not the
options
Casbali
open.
Commission, the other, the Duricians. So we want to go to the Liege residence. And we will do just that to check out, or if we start that project on our world, if we lose 20 profit rate. And now also that we have the extractors working, or we have acquired more, we will go to find that world with the 7 palace steel, because I want to have that. Let's increase reputation. Now you like Xeno artifacts. We have some Xeno artifacts. We're not interested in ranged weaponry. It looks like the man whose creation is a solid 200 in every merchant. But melee weapons is 100 for you. So let's sell you some melee weapons. And range weapons as well. Xeno artifacts. Xeno artifacts. Xeno artifacts. We have a lot of Xeno artifacts. Uniform kits. You know what? Hide untradeable. And let's sell everything to them right now. They cost a lot. We have to... We have some Eldar stuff. we can turn into cargo. We have a hunting rifle. Okay, a rebel sniper rifle is better than that. Okay, we cannot trade anymore. Let's see what can we get. Not much. I was hoping to reach the precise bolter, but we don't have the profit, even the profit factor for them. But my bet on this one, and we need the plasma gun from the other guy, but I want to reach at least this point with them to get the precise bolter. Okay, and now we do a quick save. And we're checking the colony upgrade. Oh, the Fellowship of the Void, we don't need that. The pirates. Affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects in the colony increased and decreased by 10% each point of compliance respectively. Okay, and let's see if we lose the profit factor. Or okay, so this is closed because reputation issues. And we can have equipment this way. Oh. Then now I'm not really keen on doing this. Or maybe we should, because there are 3 ranks. But we have a lot of slots here. I see. So that's why we need other things. Frequency of faith. Analyze gain. That's not something I really need. This is just a sword. I don't want for all colonies. I like this one, but we have to increase the reputation with the explorators pretty high. However, we can already do so. Let's just see if we can do this without losing profit factor, because it doesn't say we need 20. We have to over 20 to do this. Okay, we didn't lose the profit factor. Janus is still working on that. And we have to collect more resources. Okay, I think, guys, that is for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I see you in the next one. Bye!